Hello, chat. Hope we're all having a wonderful Tuesday. I'm not having a wonderful Tuesday so far. It's been a pretty it's been a pretty hot day and it's miserable out. Let's play some video games. Oh, that text doesn't usually show on stream, that little bit there. We're going to be playing some Mario today. Oh, you know what? I know why that text doesn't usually show up. We're going to be playing some Mario today, and we're also going to be doing... Hello? Game? Okay. We're also going to be doing something slightly different. For starters, I gotta change the name of this. I forgot to do that. For starters, we're not going to be doing the usual thing where we just go through one hack. We're going to be trying a few different hacks here, giving them each an amount of time, and then at the end of it, we'll decide between those four what our plan is in the future. So, Echo's Topia is the first one that we'll be playing today. You've been sleeping? Yeah, I was sleeping for part of my day as well. Echo's Topia by El Awa. This is, let me double check real quick, an intermediate Kaizo hack, and it has an amount of levels in it. I know that I mentioned before that I wanted to find a hack with fewer levels rather than more, but I'm just really picky about stuff I play on stream for some reason, and that is the reason why we're late, because I was just trying to find the right hacks to play, and I found 4 of them, but it took me a while. But yes, this is an intermediate hack. Intermediate, which is the kind of like the baseline for Kaizo hacks now. So it should be a pretty chill time. We're gonna give this game an hour or a couple of levels. I don't really know, and then we're gonna move on and try the next one. You thought about trying to make your own ROM hack for fun? I feel like it's the type of thing that you do if you already know that you enjoy making, like, you know, like Mario Maker levels or something. I don't know how easy it really is to make a ROM hack. It's easier than it used to be, but I'm pretty sure it's still, like, got a learning curve to it. Anyway, let's get this shit started. This is a pretty vanilla hack, as far as I'm aware, right? Meaning it's got a lot of... It doesn't have extra assets. It's not going to have a lot of the usual stuff that we're used to seeing. You enjoyed Mario Maker, but you weren't good at it. I mean, good at it in what sense? Playing the levels, making the levels? Because, like, yeah, most people aren't good at making Mario Maker levels. Oop. Mario Maker needed a battle pass? Okay, no it did not. The only thing Mario Maker needed was a sequel, another sequel, okay? More support. Oh, and for Nintendo to stop deleting levels for arbitrary reasons would be nice. Last I heard, they had deleted a bunch of levels because they had hashtags in them. Which is just... Oh, shit. Pretty sure I need that. Yeah, I need that. Yeah, they deleted a bunch of levels for having hashtags in it, which is just... What? Their reasoning, I think, that they posted was... they saw the hashtags as like advertisements for things, you know, like advertisements for certain content creators or whatever, but like that's crazy. Oh, fuck me, I keep fucking that up. Oh shit, this is Mario Bros. DS music. It is, it's true. Although this specific version might be the Wii U version of the song. It sounds more like the Wii U version of the song to me. New Super Mario Bros. On the DS when it came out was like the fucking coolest shit. Cube, did you have a stroke halfway through that? You want another Mario Maker? Yes, I want another Mario Maker. I did not actually get to spend that much time playing, oh fuck me, Mario Maker 2. Right? I played like a decent amount, like, I don't know, 20 or 30 hours, but I would have honestly spent so much time playing that shit. Oh, fuck off. It missed the bucket. And like, if Mario Maker 2 was still popping right now, I'd be making so much content out of that. I'd be playing that shit on stream all the time. You know what, I know what I'll have to do with my wallet if that happens. If Mario Maker 3 happens, my wallet will cry, but it's fine. It'll get over it. It'll be worthwhile. Clearly, when that happens, I'll become super famous because I'm such a great Mario Maker 3 content creator, and it'll pay for itself. That's not what would happen. I would continue in obscurity, but that's fine. Mr. Streamerman, yes. Your EP. That is all? Okay, I mean, that seems like that's the type of day it is, because guess what, y'all? Until an hour ago, I was also asleep. I said the reason that I'm late today is because I was picky, but also because I was asleep. But yeah, I don't actually think Mario Maker 3 would blow up my channel or anything, right? There'd be so many other people making Mario Maker 3 content if and when it happens. But I would put a fair amount of effort into it. I'd be making like videos, I'd be streaming way more often, probably every day for like the first month. At the least. At least every day for like the first month. To capitalize on that shit. What do you mean no one else plays Mario but you? You're right. Those Mario streamers I watch multiple times a week, they're not actually playing Mario. Mario Maker is fun content to watch too. Yeah, Mario Maker is great content. Mario Maker is like the perfect storm, right? It's got user-generated content, so there's always like a flux of quality. Right? There's good stuff. There's always gonna be like really good stuff and really bad stuff. On top of that, and that's the end of the first level. I'm not keeping track of the exits here, by the way. But yeah, on top of the fact that it's got a flux of quality, it's also just something that people naturally understand. Mario is a simple game. You honestly do not watch these streams for anything but just listening to me yap. But Mario Maker 3 would make the game interesting too. Yeah, I understand that some of y'all are just here to hear me yap, but that's fine. That's actually, as far as things go, for me as a streamer, right? People caring more about listening to me yap than watching the game, it's kind of a good thing. I don't know if we're gonna give this hack the full hour since this one is easier than the rest. Oh fuck me, this jump here. This jump here is gonna be a pain in the ass. It'd be funny to see me do some of the inevitable Rubber Ross levels. Or like, yeah, or like the Pangea Panga levels, or the Carl Sagan levels, right? Like, all of these things that I would inevitably have to do would be pretty funny. Wait, what the fuck am I doing there? Am I just... Oh, I'm just killing time, aren't I? Bowser's Big Bean Burrito? Yeah. Yeah. These are a lot of terms you know nothing about. These are just creators. Carl Sagan is known for making difficult troll levels with gimmicks that are often on the extreme side of things. Like, I'm pretty sure he made a level that just crashes. Crashes your Switch if you fall into a certain trap. And Pangea Panga, he also makes ROM hacks, but he's known for just making brutally difficult but really well-designed stuff. Mario Maker is neat because it's an example of a giant series just deciding to let fans make content. Yeah. And it's wonderful for that. I really wish... So I know there are, like, fan-made... There's a fan-made Mega Man maker, right? And there's people working on, or that have made, like, fan-made Sonic makers, etc., right? But I really wish a series like that got official maker titles. Oh, can I land on him? Is that better for that jump there? Because he doesn't immediately disappear. So I'm thinking maybe I just do that. Oop. Maybe I bounce back to the right to land on the Koopa. A fan-made Mega Man maker? Are they making it a good game? Listen. Y'all gotta stop hating on Mega Man, okay? The first few were rough. But it's fine now. Yeah, I think I might need to land on top of that little fucker. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm doing. Which makes it a little bit more difficult, because... Oh, fuck me. I need to be holding the jump button. You have avoided Mega Man like the plague because you never stay awake that long, but you also just hate it. Mega Man has come a long way since those first couple of games, okay? Oh, fuck. That was going so much faster than I expected. Right, like the Mega Man X games, for example, they're basically all good, with like 1 or 2 exceptions in there, right? And Mega Man 5 and 6 were both, like, 5 was really good and 6 was decent, it was okay. Just because I was being tortured when we played Mega Man 1, 3, and 4 does not mean that it's all gonna be bad and that Mega Man was a waste of time. But anyway, back on the subject of the possibility of Mario Maker 3, right? If that happens, my plan is very simple. I'm just gonna make as much content as I can, both streams and YouTube, until I like burn out. And that may sound like, oh wow, why would you purposely burn out? But I mean, that's just the type of person a game like that I would be pouring myself all into anyway, right? So I might as well try to get some benefit from it. Damn it. Jumped too early there because it wasn't quite as fast as I thought. Okay, so that first level, right, was like, wow, these are really nice. The second level, the song choice is not as much fun, right? This song is very repetitive, very quickly. And this first segment here for this level is just not very fun. Oh. I couldn't jump off because I was holding up. Have I ever mentioned that I hate ropes in this game? Ropes and vines are the worst. You know, I haven't seen how so far today. Hope he doesn't lose his streak. I can go a bit longer today than I had planned initially. Alright, so we will have time to like really put into... I have 4 hacks lined up to try, including this one. We will have time to put into each one of them. Like, I don't have to go anywhere. But I know Hal's been on a weird schedule lately. clipping my head into these munchers. Why is it so hard for me to just grab the rope? Do y'all have any games? So I mentioned if Mario Maker 3 happens, I plan on like playing so much of it that I'll burn myself out. Do y'all have any games like that where like you just know you're going to want to play so much of it that you'll be burnt out of it by the end? No, fucking, why would you jump off the rope? You son of a bitch. Can you spin jump off of a rope? Wait. Can you spin jump off of a rope? I feel like that's something I've learned that you can't do. No, you can't spin jump off of a rope. What the fuck am I supposed to do there? I just tried right then to spin jump. Don't tell me this has... No, it doesn't. Okay, I was gonna say motor skills, the ability to swap between spin jumping and not spin jumping midair, but it doesn't seem to have that. Oh, there's a spot to land there. I'm an idiot. Okay. But yeah, back on the subject, there are a few games that I know, if they ever come out, I will put so much time into them that I'll end up hating them at the end because, you know, I just put too much time into them. Or end up hating them is maybe a bit dramatic of a way to put it, right? I will end up... just burnt out. I'll end up just burnt out on them. The big two are, like, if a new Mario Maker comes out, I will absolutely spend so much time on it that I'll lose my drive, probably, after a few months to just ever touch it again. And then, if a new KOF comes out, like KOF 16 gets announced, I will almost definitely just be like, okay, my life is lost. See you all in 2 months. The only reason that didn't happen with the last KOF 15, is because the matchmaking was broken for the first year of the game. Year and a half of the game, actually. Well, also because I was mega ass at the game, right? I lost, like, I want to say 90 of my first 100 matches. Okay, there we go. I am an idiot. Really? That's gonna be difficult. Is there anything else? In the past, I would have said the next Kingdom Hearts game would just be like me playing it nonstop, but then Kingdom Hearts 3 happened, so that's not ever gonna happen again. Maybe the next Persona game? If that ever gets announced in my lifetime. Right? Maybe that would be another game where I would just pour so much time into it in such a short amount of time that I'd end up burnt out. The difficult part nowadays about me like just pouring time into a game is not so much that I don't have the energy for it, it's just that I've got so much other stuff going on in my life. When I was like 22, I could feasibly put all of my time into playing Smite. That is what I was doing when I was 22, was just playing Smite nonstop, right? Because I didn't have anyone that wanted to play games with me. I didn't have any real responsibilities. I also didn't have a job at that time. But now, I have all of those things. And every day, someone is bugging me for something. And this is not a complaint, by the way. It's just like me trying to come to terms with like the change in the lifestyle that I've had over the last few years. It can be really difficult to cope with your environment changing. Even just a little bit. Why do I keep jumping so fucking early there? Okay, so that first level was like really easy, really simple. This one, not as much. This one has a lot more nuance to it in terms of how you're supposed to time these jumps. Okay, cool. We finally got the checkpoint. Oh boy. Okay, so I don't need that shell unless there was some sort of, like, secret with the shell. This level is just filled with some, slightly awkward... maybe awkward's not the right... slightly unusual... tricks. Like, you don't often see that note block trick like that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I did the right thing there. I wasn't sure if my timing was good there, but it was. So I go up there, I spin jump to the right. Damn it. Okay, so I need to wait for the platform to drop a little bit before I can actually make that jump, because if I try to spin jump too early there, I just can't get the height. But if I wait, I can get the height just fine. There we go. And then I miss my jump after I land on the platform. There's nothing more annoying than technically making progress. That didn't feel like progress, but I did technically make progress there. You know what this feels like? This feels like really old school Kaizo. This feels like the type of thing that I would have watched. Well, okay, maybe not quite, but it feels close to the type of thing that I would have watched Proton John play through. Back when they were going by that name. They go by a different name now. I don't remember what it is. Mostly because I stopped watching them a while ago. Because I stopped watching... I don't know if it... I feel like this is probably everybody... everybody that I know, with few exceptions. I've stopped watching like 99% of streamers. Most of the time, I boot up this website. I like browse who's live and who's playing what for a little while. Decide on something to watch. Get hit with an immediate 4-minute ad, and then I'm like, okay, cool, I'm good. I'm good. I'm gonna go do anything else. Oh, I see what I'm supposed to do there. That's interesting. I've never seen a setup like that before. But yeah, I'm not the first, and I won't be the last to complain about the current state of Twitch.tv, but the ads are too much. They're too much. I get hit with a 3-minute unskippable ad, either at the very beginning of a stream, so I don't have time to become invested in it, or when something super exciting or interesting is about to happen, like the stream is about to talk about something I care about, or, you know, if I'm watching a tournament, an exciting match is happening, and then boom, that's when you get hit with a multiple minute advertisement. It's unskippable, and will just exclude you from seeing the thing that you want to see. Did I scroll the screen too far right there? I think I did. So if I remember correctly, actually, I'll just check. If I remember correctly, I think this person that made this never mind. I'm mistaking this hack for another hack. I was going to say I thought this person mentioned that they were mostly a Mario Maker creator, but that seems to have been a different hack description. Damn it, really? That missed? Good morning. Good morning, Fing. I hope you slept well. Am I gonna do it a third time? I am, okay. I couldn't stop myself from jumping into that much 3 times in a row. Did I change my audio setup? No, I did not. Why? Does something sound different? I did a sound test, and on my end, everything sounded the same. So, if things sound different, it could be Twitch, it could be you, it could be that I didn't do a good enough sound test. I'm much quieter, like the whole stream is quieter, so you had to turn up Firefox more than normal. Huh. You know, all of my levels are the same as they ever were. Damn it. Okay, I need a little bit more height than that. That setup is so strange, but so cool. But because it's something I've never seen before, it's something I've gotta, like, learn on the fly. Guess it's either you or Twitch then? Yeah, my guess would be Twitch. Because I feel like I complain about this website so much, but like it deserves it. Right? Like, this is a company, yeah, it's one of the richest companies on the planet, right? Amazon is. And they just cannot get this shit right for some reason. Like, it is no exaggeration to say that this service, Twitch.tv, was run better when it was independently owned, right, before it was owned by Amazon. And it's not like it was super well run then either. It's just, it was way better run than this. We did not know how good we had it compared to what we were going to get in the future. Fuck me, I keep... Bouncing on those saws is difficult. I have to remind myself to give myself some leeway. Yeah, they lost all leeway for that stuff when Amazon bought them, since they have the money. Yeah, before you could be like, well, you know, Twitch is trying their best. Now it's like, no, Amazon is not trying their best. Trying their best to milk all the money they can. Otherwise, doing a piss poor job. I genuinely feel like if YouTube will just get their shit together, they will just crush all other streaming services. I mean, they're already kind of like slowly but steadily like getting people to switch over to YouTube streaming. Because they just have features that are just... They have features that are just nice. Like being able to rewind the VODs on the fly. Or for any VOD, regardless of like, oh, this person's not affiliate, this person's not partnered, right? That's nice. Stuff instantly getting archived to the channel that is streaming it is nice. They just need to fix their chat and their discoverability for live streams. Someone is outside my window right now, banging with a hammer. What the hell are they doing? Okay, so that's the setup that I need to do. And then I just need to re-grab there. Hey Jet, could you move please? Sir? Okay, you're gonna stand in front of me and drink out of my cup. Cool. If I move the cup onto the floor, will you go onto the floor? No? Okay, well, you know, since you're standing directly in front of the Mario screen, let me just go ahead and give everybody a free cat picture. How about that? How about that? How about I redeem cat picture? How's that sound? And of course, Fing's gonna make me drink after the cat. Fing Fang redeemed, water the plants. Well, it doesn't smell like tuna fish today, so at least my... You assumed I had a bait cup? You assumed wrong. I woke up, I set up stream, I went live. Anyway, let's get this free cat going. Where the video? Where the pictures at? Pictures, cat images. We're gonna get... This a good one? Yes. Chat, have you ever seen a cat that is so spherical? Actually, literally a perfect circle? I couldn't draw a circle better than that if I tried. For 100 years. Look at him. He's trying his best too. You can see it in his eyes. Right? He's putting his full effort into this. No notes, circle cat good. The circle cat is very good. But now the circle cat must go. He has left the desk. Well, he's not quite left the desk. He's at the edge of it now. He's just not in front of the screen. Wait. Okay. And apparently this level had a timer on it, so let's see if we can beat it with a sped up timer. Nope. Nope. We can't. One, two, three. There we go. There we go. Okay. That's 2 exits for this level. Or for this level, for this hack. I think we're gonna stop there for this one. I was gonna give, at most, I was gonna give every hack about an hour. And at least a half hour for each one. So stopping somewhere in between for this first one. Yeah, I think that's a good spot. But you know what? Let's look at the next level. Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. I was trying to figure out if all of these levels are going to have like original Mario music, and it seems like they are. And that's not a big complaint. It's just like I like hearing the custom music sometimes. That's not like but that's not a huge point against this hack. So far, this hack has been fun. That being said, let's swap to the next one. The next one is a hack called Tilia. Tilia, where are you on this list? There we go. This hack is Tilia by Nay Doodle. That is being cut off, so let me fix that. What if I did it like this? Is that better? Yes, that is a little bit better. OBS quit being a pain in the ass. Thank you. Always snapping things to the edge. Okay, Tilia by Nadoodle. This is an advanced Kaizo hack. Advanced, so the way Kaizo goes is basically it goes intermediate, advanced, expert, master, grandmaster. The last one we did was intermediate, which is the lowest level for Kaizo hacks. This is the next step up. It has 12 levels and 2 switch palaces. Lots of sticky ceiling, apparently. A fair bit of wall running, which is kind of the reason why I want to try it out. And it's mostly, aside from that, mostly vanilla Mario World mechanics. Okay. Let's reset the timer and try again. Oh. A playable title screen. Tilia, the Tree of Life, has fallen into evil hands. Head out and save this elemental source of energy before it is too late. Okay, sounds good to me. Night hike. Let's go on a night hike. Oh, okay. I definitely did that wrong there. But that's fine. Ooh, I know the song. What is this song from? What do I know this song from? This song is so familiar. No. I fucked that up big time. Oh well. Oh, you know what I didn't realize? This is a custom Mario sprite. This is like, it almost looks like the normal Mario sprite, the default one from Mario World, but it's not. It's a little bit different. Oh, so it's a normal jump there? Okay. You never would have noticed that? What, the sprite being slightly different? Yeah. He's got like an outline to him. And it looks nice. It's like I have to imagine it's not like a difficult thing to do, to slightly change Mario's sprite. But you probably do have to... I mean, you have to change every frame. You can't just add an outline to one frame and expect it to be there with the next frames. You know what? That's something I don't know. I wonder how many frames of animation Mario actually has. How many different sprites he has. Because some of his actions, like his normal jump, actually has a fair amount of frames to them. But then if you look at his spin jump, and like in slow-mo, that's probably only like 4 frames, 4 actual different frames, but it just goes by so fast that you can't really tell. Actually, you know what? His jump might actually only be like 3 frames. There's the going upwards, going downwards. Oh, actually, Actually, it might just be 2 frames. That just looks... It's just a nice, smooth transition. So it looks more... It looks like it might be more than that. Anyway. I'm sure someone knows the answer to that question, but it's like, it's not that important. I just think it's neat when these hacks have custom sprites for Mario. Even if the sprite itself is like just Mario with an outline. It's definitely not you that has the information. Yeah, it's not me either, apparently. What the hell? Why didn't that one climb? Okay. That's all I needed to do right there. Ah, fuck me, really? I thought that would just land perfectly on top of... Perfectly on top. Like the perfect spacing for that, but nope. Actually do need to adjust that. Okay. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Next time I get there, I think I'm gonna pause and look. That's gonna take a moment to like process. Okay, so now the coin is definitely telling me to bump the right side of the Koopa, right, so that he goes left. But then, do I just go up? I think I just go up. Like I'm just going, use the mouse. I'm bumping the right side of this Koopa so that he falls over here and he'll kick this shell, right? Presumably, the shell will get rid of this block. I'll go up here. I'll spin jump off of him, land on this, and then just keep bouncing. I think that's what the game wants from me. Okay, yeah, that's definitely what the game wanted from me. Cool. Okay, and I needed to land on that there. You know what's strange? You can tell, I think just by looking at it, that this is a more difficult level than that last level we did, right? There's more stuff going on here, and it takes more... There's more technical skill going on, more awareness. But I'm probably going to beat this level, like, significantly faster than that last level we did. Because it's a bit tighter designed. I'm supposed to... Oh, am I supposed to bump that? It doesn't make any sense to me. How do I get back up above if I do that? But yeah, I don't know if it's like, just because of the way I've trained my brain, right? But a tighter design level, it's almost like You know, I know exactly what it is. It's a psychological thing. A level could be harder but tighter designed and take you less time. Okay, so no, I don't want to do that. I'm so fucking confused. Maybe that Kaizo block is just there so that I can't just hold right. But anyway, a tighter design level will like sort of force someone to play better. If that makes any sense. It will focus someone's brain. So that stuff that might technically be harder actually feels more doable, easier. And I know this is a real psychological thing because it's what road engineers do in order to create a safe road. Okay, there we go. In order to create a safe road... Oh. Okay, so I need to slide through that, right? When you're designing a road, this is my understanding of how this works, right? So I'm not an expert on this, but I have spent plenty of time researching and learning about this stuff. When designing like a road for cars to drive on, right? A wider road with less obstruction is actually a more dangerous road for someone to drive on because the obstructions and the margin of error that you have allows people to essentially be lazy, right? I can't think of a better word for that, even though I kind of disagree with the idea of being lazy, right? Oh, okay. But essentially, your brain kind of turns on autopilot when things are too easy. When there aren't enough obstacles in your way. So things that are seemingly like simpler, easier, like actually become more difficult because it's a matter of keeping your brain turned on, your brain engaged. It doesn't keep their brain. Yeah. Fing says it doesn't keep their brain engaged, which is exactly what it is. So while this level has more obstacles and more stuff going on, and it's more technically demanding of what it wants me to do, right? I'm shell jumping here, or shell bumping here, and that last level did not ask me to do anything of the sort. That last level had a simpler design in terms of just how many things are on screen at once. So my brain wasn't, for whatever reason, wasn't staying as engaged. Okay. Okay, that shit's cool. This level is fucking dope. No! I didn't know if it wanted me to hit the Kaizo block or not, so I just went for it. Oh, did I jump at the last moment there? Nope, don't spin jump. I don't know why, but every time I slide, every time I have to do a slide jump like that, I want to spin jump instead of regular jumping. I don't know if like one of the first levels I ever did that had a bunch of those, spin jumping was what it wanted me to do or what. Like maybe that's how I learned to do this. But every time I'm sliding off of a slope like this and jumping, my brain is like, spin jump, and I have to tell myself actively not to spin jump if a spin jump is not required. I like held the wrong button there, didn't I? You know, I've gotten into a fair few arguments. So I was mentioning that road design principle, that idea of like, actually more obstacles is a safer thing. Shit. Right? I have gotten into a fair few arguments with, let's say some confidently wrong people about that exact subject. And that's one of the things I hate about the internet, is how confidently wrong. Every single day I see people being confidently wrong about things that I know I have some intimate knowledge of, right? Every single day. And part of that is because I've been recently spending... Unfortunately, I've been spending some time on Reddit. But I have to stop. Just hold the jump button there. What the hell's wrong with you? Just hold the jump button before you go in the hole. Right. But yeah, I see every single day, I see someone be confidently wrong about at least one different thing, right? And I don't know why. I don't know why people are like this. I probably occasionally do this thing, but I do try to keep myself in check with that sort of behavior. Quit fucking letting go of the wrong button. Press the right button. You want to hold the jump button and let go of the run button there. There we go. Okay, we're not letting go of either button here. There we go. So difficult, isn't it? So difficult. You're constantly confused about many things. You know what? I respect that. Someone is willing to admit that they are confused or don't know what they're talking about. I have way more respect for that than people who just confidently spew nonsense. I had a brother-in-law that was like that. Who just constantly be wrong about things that, like, he clearly doesn't know anything about, but wants people to think he knows something about. And I've had coworkers like that in the past, where it's just like, dude, everybody here knows that you're bullshitting. Everybody here knows that you're bullshitting. The only person that doesn't realize that you're bullshitting is you. Shit. If more people on the internet were like Mercedes, it would be a better place. It's true. Nope. Okay, there we go. Okay. Go around. There we go. There we go. Oh, look, it's a happy little bee. If more people on the internet were more like some of the friends that I have on the internet, the place would be a better place. Speaking of Mercedes, Lorelei redeemed Water the Plant. This is a really nice overworld theme. Oh, one of the things... Oh, never mind. Okay, I thought, based on the way this looked, I thought this was like a hack where you could just freely choose which level to do, but that does not seem to be true. Usually when you see arrows like this on the level markers, right, that means you can just freely walk and you don't have to complete any level in any order. Warning, your username will change once again. Yeah, Lorelai, that's why I haven't like committed to calling you Mercedes, because I feel like by the time I get the pronunciation just right, you'll be like, okay, time to change my name again. So I hope you don't take any offense by that, but yeah. Oh look, a sticky ceiling. They mentioned that there were quite a few of those in this pack. Oh shit, this is the song I thought it was. Yeah, fuck yeah. This song is fucking banging. Well, I got it right there. So thumbs up. Thank you. You know, one of my favorite pieces of media has a character with that name in it, so I should, like, have some understanding of how to pronounce it. For anybody that doesn't know, this is a Street Fighter theme. And something I learned is that some of the most iconic Street Fighter tunes, right, like Guile's theme, Ken's theme, etc., right, were composed by my favorite composer, Yoko Shimomura. That's something I did not know until many, many, many years later. That Yoko Shimomura is based and goated and crazy like that. A lot of the songs I have like found myself, and I guess this just speaks to how much I actually do like her, and it's not just fanboyism because of Kingdom Hearts, but a lot of the songs I have found myself like really drawn to in games that I don't necessarily like that much, like say Mario RPG. I found out later after the fact that like, oh wow, look, this was composed by Yoko Shimomura. Like, I remember I watched a Let's Play of, I don't remember who it was. It might have been Nintendo Capri Sun, or it might have been like Chaka Conroy, or one of them like old school, long time Let's Players. I watched one of them play through Super Mario RPG, right? And I remember thinking to myself, this game doesn't look that much fun, but man, the music is good, right? And then I later found out while listening to the Bowser's Castle theme, I want to say, that yeah, it was Yoko Shimomura who did it, because she was working at Squaresoft at the time, and Squaresoft was the one who developed Mario RPG. The name sounds super familiar. Yoko Shimomura does. She's primarily known for doing the soundtracks to the Kingdom Hearts games, but she's worked on a lot of other stuff, including Super Mario RPG. Oh, okay. I was confused about what I was supposed to do there. I'm supposed to jump back onto the dolphin, right? Like just stall in the air until the dolphin comes back, and then I can spin jump after. That was the right timing. She did Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. Yeah, she did a lot of the... She's done a lot of work on a lot of different things, including, like, yeah, the Mario RPGs. I didn't realize that she did Partners in Time, but I was aware that she had worked on at least one other Mario RPG aside from Super Mario RPG. I'm kind of a hater of the various different Mario RPGs. Simply because I don't like the style of game that they are. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I thought the spiky dude was coming over to the left, but he was not. But yeah, simply I'm a bit of a hater of like the Mario and Luigi games, the Paper Mario games, because I don't like quick time events in my turn-based RPGs. But I will admit, some of them do look fun. And they all have great music. There we go. Ah, damn it. I was in the middle of saying there we go, and it's just like, nope, never mind. You loved the Mario RPG games as a kid. You can never beat them because you were dumb and bad at games. But you enjoyed them. Wow. Thanks so much to this guy and that guy for advertising bullshit AI viewers, but thanks so much for that. I appreciate it. I love shooting bots. You made my day. I got to shoot 2 of them back to back because Hal's not here. You know, someone should ping Hal. Make sure that he's alive and doesn't break his streak. But yeah, being bad at video games and not being able to beat them as a kid, it's kind of like... Yeah, we were all like that. Every one of us. Every single one of us sucked ass at games. And the only time we ever, like, didn't suck ass at games is when we liked the game enough to persevere. Hal was asleep, but he put my stream on before he went to bed, so it would still watch. Okay, so he wouldn't lose his streak. He just had the stream open. Does that work? That works? Oh, okay. That's good to know. I'm never gonna, like, personally care about my watch streak. Unless Twitch gets their shit together, but that's cool. You know, I see a lot of conspiracy theories. I think I've talked about this before in the past, but it's been, like, some time and it is worth talking about. I've seen a lot of conspiracy theories about, like, Twitch not counting viewers that don't chat, or Twitch not counting viewers that don't interact in certain ways. And I think all of that is mostly nonsense. Like, I've seen some incredibly successful streamers, like, complaining about that on stream, that their viewership is down because, like, hey guys, don't forget, even if you want to lurk, you should, you know, say something in chat real quick. That way you get counted as a viewer, and like, my viewership doesn't diminish. And it's just like, bro, viewership is down. But it's not because of viewership is down like across the site, as far as I'm aware, right? Like on average, people are getting fewer and fewer views. But it's not because Twitch isn't counting lurkers. It's just because fewer people are watching Twitch. Or they're watching it for less time than they were before. And I think, the reason I brought this up, the fact that it still counts your streak, if like you have the browser open, but like, you know, you are somewhere else doing something else. Right, I think that's a point in favor of showing that, like, hey, no, they still count lurkers. Your viewership didn't disappear because you've got so many people lurking in chat that just don't count, right? Like, no, they still count. Why can I not fucking do that? I suddenly can't do that regrab there. Or that one. What the hell's wrong with you? Viewership is down because the pandemic spiked online stuff so high that it's still coming down? Yeah. Oh my lord, I'm supposed to drop there? I wasn't ready for it, so I didn't react in time. But that's cool. That's cool. You're waiting for your milk to arrive so that you can hydrate? What, do you have like a milk delivery man? Like, what year is this? Oh, y'all, just a heads up. The stream on Wednesday, my plan is to still stream on Wednesday, but I have it set at 10 p.m. Eastern time because I'm gonna have a busy day. That stream might get canceled. I'm having a dinner at my sister's house. She lives an hour away, right? I'm having basically the whole family over. My grandma's even gonna be there. So, like, if things go late there, and I get you know, preoccupied busy, that stream will be canceled. I just figured I'd give y'all a heads up because I was planning on having a very long stream on Wednesday before my family decided that, like, oh no, Wednesday, yeah, sure, that's the day. That's the one day we're all gonna get together and hang out with Grandma while she's visiting. Fucking wish you had a hot milkman. Why do you think your milkman would be hot? Isn't it just as likely that you would never see your milkman? And or that he would just be like average looking? Why did you immediately jump to like Oh, if I had milk delivered to my home, like, in the 40s, you would be hot. Dude, I have to... Why I'm fucking so sick of that jump. Do I need P-Speed? Can I get P-Speed there? Is that what I'm doing wrong? No, you can't quite get P-Speed there. Everyone knows delivery men are hot. Not the delivery men that show up to my house. Although I guess my opinion is skewed because I'm not attracted to men. So... just... This jump is killing me. It's the uniform? But the uniform is just like... Typically, it's just like khakis and a tucked-in polo shirt. What's hot about that? I wear that to work. Or is it the hat? Milkmen have a hat, right? So is it the hat that makes milkmen hot? I'm confused. And I'm hot? No, there's no way in hell that I'm hot when I'm at work. At work, I'm like the ugliest version of myself. I have to tie my hair up when I'm at work, and I hate it. I have to wear my glasses too, and it's just like, ugh. I wish I didn't have to do that. And sometimes I have to cover up my tattoo while I'm at work, and that's just a pain. I have a tattoo? Yes, I have a tattoo. I have a tattoo on my right... above my right elbow. Right, it's on my forearm. I'm planning on getting another one soon. It's just a matter of, like... I want to design it myself, but I just don't have the right idea. My plan is to get a spiral tattoo that has all of the, like, all of the big franchises that are important to me. And in the center will be a heart. Just, I say all the franchises, all the pieces of media that have been influential in my life. And in the middle, at the center of the spiral, right, will be the Kingdom Hearts heart, right? And the reason I want this is because, to me, like, it'll just show the, it'll be a representation of the things that have influenced my life, the pieces of art that have influenced my life, and sort of like how I've grown as a person, right? And since it's a spiral moving outward, with the first big piece of media that influenced my life at the center, right, I can add to it as time goes on. The problem I'm running into is finding something that is artistic to represent each of the things that have had large influence on my life. And also, like, where I'm gonna put it. My other tattoo, my one tattoo right now is on my... It's above my elbow, because to me that's just I can wear a long sleeve shirt if I need to cover it up. And it's not always like... How do I put this? It's clearly visible. I don't have to show it off to people, right? They'll notice it just by looking at me. But it's not in your face either. Oh, and there's 2 other tattoos I want as well, but one of them is probably just going to be a no-go for, like job reasons. And the other one is just, like, it's a thing I care about strongly, and I could maybe incorporate it into the spiral tattoo. Just not sure if I want to. Right. The one is a JoJo star birthmark tattoo on my neck, right? My neck and my shoulder, where my neck and my shoulder meet. And the other one is like a Fullmetal Alchemist Ouroboros tattoo on my hand, and I think that one's probably just a really bad idea. I'm told having a tattoo on your hand is essentially being like, okay, don't hire me. And you know what? I might need to go into a job interview at some point in the future, you know? I'm not in such a stable point in my life where I can just be like, nah, fuck job interviews. You want a tattoo but you have extremely shit pain tolerance? Well, there are ways to, like, they can help you with, there is, if your pain tolerance is really that bad, they can numb you up. There's a numbing, like, lotion that they can use. But honestly, the pain was not that bad. My pain tolerance, I'd say, is, like, it's just okay. And honestly, it was like, it only ever peaked at like a 7 for like a second or two at most. The worst part of the bunch, the worst part of getting the tattoo was the itch. Right, like you can't scratch it. You're supposed to keep it wrapped for at least, I think he said 24 hours. I kept it wrapped for 48 hours. And like, it can get itchy. And you're not supposed to scratch it, so. Ah! You did not expect to see me still alive. Oh, hello, Hal. We started late. And also, Raid Night got cancelled. If Raid Night had not gotten cancelled, I would not still be live. I also wouldn't have started late if Raid Night didn't get cancelled, so. Did I hurt myself somehow? No, we're talking about tattoos. I was talking about the fact that there are some tattoos I'd like to get in the future. Lorelai mentioned that she wants a tattoo, but she has bad pain tolerance. And I was mentioning how, like, the worst part is not the pain. The pain is really manageable. And there are ways to mitigate it, right? The worst part is the itch. Having the, I don't know what they call it. The cover, right? The plastic cover or whatever the hell it is on your tattoo for up to 48 hours. It gets itchy. And you're not supposed to scratch it. And not scratching something that is itchy is a pain. Okay, this fucking level it's like, I'm a bit irritated at it because I keep fucking stuff up. It's not that difficult. I was having no problem with a bunch of this stuff at the start of this fucking... The first few attempts were always so much better than the last 50 attempts. I do not know. I do not know how to properly do this shit. I keep missing the regrab. There. Why? Oh, Lorelai saw how and immediately chose violence. But violence against herself. How sad. Missed the first, or didn't miss the first one, but I did miss the second one. I'm so bad at this game. Quit normal jumping there. If we hit the hour mark with this hack, I will be stopping. There we go. 24 messages were deleted by a moderator. Brother How timed out Mercedes the trash cat for 600 seconds. You know, I was gonna ask her what her, what she wanted to get as a tattoo. But now I can't because she's dead. For 600 seconds. And I have ADHD, so I'll forget in the next 600 seconds that I wanted to ask her that. Tattoos are a supremely interesting topic to me because there are people that... Fuck me. There are people that treat tattoos like they're, like, just neat little things that you should just... You can just go out and get one on a whim, right? And then there are people like me who treat tattoos like these really important markers for, like... Oh, fuck me, I missed the jump, really? Really important markers for, like, things in your life that have meaning, right? And then there's just all these people, like, anywhere in between that, like... How do I... There's a lot of gray area, is what I'm trying to say, right? Between, like, someone who's just like, I'm obsessed with getting tattoos, and someone that's like, I will get one tattoo my entire life, and it is the name of my mother, or something, right? And so it's a cool topic to like, hear the different... And it's also an artistic topic, so, like, you see a bunch of the different ideas people come up with, you see what's important to them, you see how they deal with a bunch of different stuff in life. I'm going to make you want to go get a tattoo. I mean, I'm making myself want to get another tattoo, so... You know, Fing, that tattoo I was mentioning with the spiral, with like all of the different pieces of art that have greatly influenced my life. One of them, tangentially at least, involves you. One of the things that I'd like to be on that spiral tattoo is Final Fantasy XIV, right? Because that game has had a massive impact on my life. Why am I spin jumping there? And you're part of the FF14 group. have held the button there. I don't know why I didn't hold the button. I'm a dumbass, that's why. The main tank of the group, that's you? Well, I wouldn't say you're our main tank. You are one of the main tanks. If that makes sense. You are one of our people that play the main tank role. But in my head, still our like main tank, the person who's done the most tanking for us is just Cryo. Even though Cryo wants to be a DPS player. But unfortunately, Cryo is like me and Noble, where it's just like, well, no, we can do what we need to. Any role is fine. Like, weirdly enough, I am probably our main healer, despite the fact that going in, I was like, I don't want to heal. Shit. You trying to put yourself in that role? You've decided? Okay. That just begs the question, who is our main off tank? I think I know the answer to that question, but I'm not sure if they'd agree. But yeah. So I'd love to have FF14 be a part of a tattoo. Right, that I... Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Every little shrimp matters. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, part of this tattoo that is a problem on the design side is just like, what do I use to represent Final Fantasy XIV? Right? Do I use a logo from one of the games? I mean, all of the expansions logos are pretty, like... pretty complicated, and I don't want this tattoo to be huge. Every little individual symbol would be smaller than an inch, probably like less than a half inch as well. So like, how do you, from a design point, how do you make something that is distinguishable at that size to represent the thing that is FF14, but still distinctly looks like FF14? Noble and Rat, or who you think our main off tanks are? Absolutely not. Rat maybe, but that's not the person I was thinking of. I was thinking of Maddie, because in recent times Maddie's been playing a lot of Dark Knight, right? And I think in the last 5 trials, Maddie has been off tanking the entire, like every single one. Not including the one Rat did, right? The most recent one. Every time you see Noble playing the game, he's tanking. I mean, Noble has tanked. So at this point, all of us that have played multiple roles, right? In fact, I think that might just be literally all of us, except for, like, Zoe and Fing. All of us that play one of each role have tanked, healed, and DPS'd at least once for one of these trials or raids. Hey, you did Red Mage? Yeah, but you haven't healed. That's what I'm saying, like, all of us that play one of each have, or at least one raid or one trial, done each role. Bun Bun Destroyer's first message in chat is just skibbity. Beautiful. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Bun Bun Destroyer of chat. Lorelai, is that you? Lorelai, are you Bun Bun Destroyer of chat? I know that your name, way back when, was Lorelei Flufflebuns, right? And you're also the type of person that would say Skibbity as their first message in chat. You're gonna make a man feel good by giving him what he thought was an honest-to-God new follower, and then strip it away from him by saying Skibbity and revealing your true form. If you're not Lorelei, then, you know, I'm sorry to accuse you. But it's just she got muted for 10 minutes, and then someone with an eerily similar name shows up. Anyway, Skibbity, right back to you. Oh, it's not even Skibbity, it says Skibbity. I'm so sorry. But yeah, don't take any meaning by it if you're not actually Lorelei trying to evade a ban. Okay, there we go. I'm finally, like, remembering how to... fuck me. Excuse you, I would never? Oh, okay, she's back. So she can defend herself. Oh, you know what? We're still on the topic of tattoos. So Lorelei, you must answer the question. You said you wanted to get a tattoo. A tattoo of what, if you don't mind answering? Unless it's something like personal, in which case, you know, you don't have to answer. Okay. We've got a couple of minutes left to actually try to complete this level. I can't re-grab for the life of me. I can't do it. Something about those fish just makes me unable. Unable. Ah! We've got about 2.5 minutes left until we swap to the next hack, right? And it's gonna bother me that, like, we didn't even get to the checkpoint on this level. We never really made it past. Never really made it past that one spot. Oh, hi, Jet. Do you mind? Do you mind? Oh, it's so nice of you to bump your head on me. Such a wonderful little cat. I do need to see the screen, though. Thank you. You wanted a modified version of an album art at one point. Okay. That's kind of what the tattoo on my my elbow is. It's text from an album that's really important to me. No, why do you keep missing that? If you see the mouse moving around on screen, that's just Jet, just so you know. He is sitting on the desk currently. No, dude. You're eventually gonna get a Cowboy Bebop tattoo? That would be pretty dope. Cowboy Bebop has a lot of cool art and a lot of cool design stuff. So you could easily make something that is like just neat to look at, but also has meaning, you know? Also, earlier I mentioned people that just get tattoos on like a whim. I wasn't making a judgment call on those people, right? You can do whatever the hell you want with your own body. Okay, we made it to the fucking... We made it. We had 30 seconds left and we made it to the checkpoint. You can do whatever the hell you want. It's your own body. And I'm not making a judgment call on you as a person, right? I just personally wouldn't do that because tattoos are expensive. And, like, growing up, this is a term I'm sure plenty of people have heard. And I'm not necessarily totally agree with it, but I was raised to believe that the body is a temple, right? And it's something you're supposed to take care of. And just putting stuff all over it, to me, it would feel a little too... what's the word? Spontaneous. Anyway, that's this hack checked out, okay? We spent the hour on this hack. We got done with 1.5 levels. This one is pretty cool. Tilia by Nadoodle. I'm enjoying myself quite a lot, if I'm being quite honest. Good choice of music, nice sprites, and just a nice general flow. But we must move on. We have 2 other hacks to try. You have no interest in a tattoo for basically that reason? What, the reason that it would be like... like a flash in the pan almost? Like, you like, the idea would seem cool for a while, and then it would stop being interesting because of... how do I put this? For example, if I were to get an oddish tattoo, right? That would have a lot of meaning to me right now, but maybe 10 years from now, I would regret that. The tattoo I do have, I'm not going to regret this under any circumstance. You don't think there's a single image of anything that you'd be happy was there your entire life? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, the next hack is called Songs to Die For. Which, you know, honestly, fucking great name for a hack. I am gonna have to make this text smaller though. Songs to die. Songs to die for by Yuki. Is that the name they have on Super Mario World Central? Yuki Hidden. There's enough space for that, there is not, so it's gonna have to just be Yuki, unfortunately. You know a dude from your high school who got a dick tattoo? Oh. Why? Wait, okay, so do you mean a tattoo on his dick or a tattoo of a dick? Either way, it's like, why? But, like, what the fuck? Something is wrong. Some people just make decisions that don't make any sense at all. Anyway. This is an expert hack. The description says, hello, this is my first attempt at a ROM hack, with most of my experience coming from Mario Maker. This is the one I was thinking of. I just wanted to make something that they enjoy playing, and hopefully everyone else does too. The level titles are just some of their favorite songs. So let's get into it. Songs to Die For by Yuki. I do it again too. I do it over and over again. Haha. That's my life. Over and over and over and over. And over. . 'Cause 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 ' Ooh. Ooh. Oh, this is a dream, huh? When times were good. This song is a banger. This is a Celeste song, I want to say. A game that I think is a little bit overrated. I think it is a very good game, but some people treat it like it's the second coming of Christ. And I just don't necessarily agree with that. But the music in the game, very fitting for what it is. For you, a lot of the thinking from that point would be useless because you're pretty different from how you were in high school. To be clear, you weren't sure if this tattoo was actually on his dick or just like super near it, but it was a thing that happened, and according to one of the girls he sent unsolicited dick pics to, oh boy, it was a really shitty dragon or dinosaur or something. See, that story is so telling about that person. Earlier I said I don't like to make judgment calls about people and their tattoos. But, oh, you're not supposed to stand on that. Unsolicited pictures like that, I don't feel like you're making a judgment call on that person anymore. You're just accurately assessing the type of person they are. You shouldn't send unsolicited pictures of anything to anyone. What the fuck does it want from me here? Oh, spin jump. I'm a dumbass. Standing shells like that, you can spin jump on them. I, forgot about that. Oh, hello, Maddie. Speaking of tattoos, Maddie, I mean, we're gonna continue this topic until this topic feels old to me. Maddie is supposed to get a tattoo that matches my tattoo. At least in meaning. Because this is the tattoo that I currently have as a family tattoo, and I just happen to be the first one to get it. How's that coming along, Maddie? Shit. Took me a moment to process it. A family dick tattoo? Yes, exactly. Yep. That's what we're doing. We're all getting a tattoo on our penises. Funnily enough, a tattoo on our penises of a penis. You know, sometimes I fear. What the fuck do you mean you just went through that? Sometimes I fear that I scare away anybody new that might show up here. I just try to be truthful and honest and just talk how I normally would. But there are some subjects that maybe I should shy away from sometimes. I was listening to an interesting podcast yesterday or the day before. It was by the two dudes behind Taskmaster, right? Who are both comedians, right? And they were talking about the idea of comedians presenting a real part of their life to their comedy, but it never being a full representation of who they are. And I thought that was a really apt way to describe something like that. Also, Celeste's song. Yeah, this is a Celeste song. It's honestly one of the better Celeste songs. It's just a vibe. But yeah, they were talking about how as comedians, they try to be truthful about, like, who they are. But they're never fully presenting their true, like, 100% authentic self. It's always curated. And I think that's, like, a really smart way to look at it, smart way to do it. I think some people on the internet are not authentic at all, obviously, right? Like, there's always going to be people like that. But there's also some people that present too much of themselves. They present too much of everything. They put their whole life on the internet for everyone to see. And so it's about finding that balance, I think. Back to reality. It's not bad, but nothing is nearly as fun as it used to be. But yeah. Oh, okay. I'm still in the process of finding that balance. Sometimes I feel like I'm putting on too much of a show, right? Trying to be too unlike myself, maybe. Oh shit. I don't know why I spin jump like that. And then other times I'm like, nah. I'm just being who I am, but also trying to be slightly entertaining. Well, fuck me. Fuck me. I have no clue what the song is from, by the way. Kind of sounds like it would almost be like a Deltarune song or something, you know? Like a Toby Fox song. Oh, I also didn't read the name of this level, so you know what? Can we exit? I want to read the name of the level since the names of the levels are songs to die for. Hand crushed by a mallet. Okay. Neat name for a song. Okay. Jet, really? Y'all are getting one more free cat photo. Because Jet is once again standing in front of the screen. So there we go. Let's redeem a cat photo. Oh, you know what? You're gonna get a bonus non-cat related photo on top of this. Here's a cat. Oop. I lost the photo. There we go. Click on the photo. Oh, yes, please. Thank you. Is this cat on top of fridge? He likes to climb the fridge because he can get on top of the cabinets from here. Okay, but there was a request some time ago, like a week ago, from someone off stream. What is he looking at? He's looking at, so the top of the cabinet is just above, like this door to the right, this cabinet door. So he is trying he's looking upwards because he wants to jump up and get on top of the cabinets. And from on top of the cabinet, he can get on top of the fridge because there's a hole back there. And so he likes to go where those grates are and sort of just like stare at people through the grates. Anyway, but about a week ago, I was having a conversation with Noble. And Noble was like, sometimes you should just show a picture of a lizard. Because we have a lot of lizards here in Florida. So, this is not a picture of a lizard I saw in the wild. This is a picture of a gecko that I saw at a pet shop. But here is a lizard. Look at this little guy. Can't believe my cat is getting mogged by a lizard right now, but it's true. Oop. I'm dumb. I just tried to try to remove the entire folder of cat photos from my computer for a moment. Okay. But let me go ahead and delete these to actually play the fucking video game. One of the things, so I mentioned a moment ago, that like I'm trying to find a balance of authenticity versus, you know, only presenting a part of myself. One of the things that I'm currently struggling with is I feel like I just say fuck way too often on stream. It bothers me greatly. My vocabulary did not used to be this bad, but in recent years it's just like... In recent years it's just so easy to just fill in blanks with an expletive, you know? Anyway, if Noble wasn't here for that lizard picture, then I'm sorry. I can't predict the future. I can't know when you will and will not be here. Damn it. I don't know if I'm supposed to be keeping the shell at all. I feel like I should. If I can. But also, I don't know. I haven't seen the segment where I need to hold the shell yet. Oh, holy cow. I did not realize what time it is. We're gonna have to... I'm gonna have to say that this hack is getting... Unfortunately, it's getting only a half hour, and so is the next one, because I can't dedicate an hour to both of them. I didn't realize that it was already 6:40. Quit jumping into that. Why is it so difficult for me to just jump properly there? There too? I can't just do a short hop there? Okay. That's what I need to do right there, and then just on the second Koopa. The second Koopa. Thank you, Chris Pratt. I just need to do a full bounce. I will never in my life forget how Chris Pratt pronounced Koopa when he first interviewed about playing Mario in the Mario movie. Shit, why did I even jump there? I don't need to jump there. What's wrong with me? Crisp Rat. Yes, that's what I said. Crisp Rat. Like a crazy person. He said it so weird. A Koopa? I don't know if I can recreate the exact way he said a Koopa. He's just like... A normal person just says the thing, and he was just like, no, I need to be... Every letter needs to be clearly pronounced. So that people know that I know what a Mario is. I still think that's like the worst casting. The worst casting I've seen in such a long time. Why would they had the perfect voice for Mario, and then they're just like, nah, we gotta make him into a white guy. Just a generic white guy. He didn't even put on an accent. He could have put on an accent. He knows how to do an Italian American accent. It's a load of shit, is what it is. You know, people assume I have a strong attachment to Mario because of the fact I play Mario on stream and shit. But I don't really think I do. I like Mario as much or as little as like your average gamer dude. Right? Okay, I'm definitely supposed to do that there. Cool. Don't worry, he did put on an accent during the commercial at the beginning of the movie. Yeah, he did. Which is so like, that's how I know he can do an accent. During the Mario movie, like, one of the first things you see is that ad, right? Maybe it's actually the first thing you see. And it's like, wow, okay, Chris Pratt's doing an Italian-American accent. That sounds good. And then cuts to him at home, and it's like, oh, okay, so that was a fucking lie. But I missed the jump twice there. Don't forget he's also Garfield. Chris Pratt? Is that... He's Garfield? I've never seen any, like, recent Garfield anything, because Garfield is... Maybe this is a hot take. Garfield, not funny and never has been. Why is it so hard for me to just jump on that? Why is Chris Pratt so why is he getting all these children's cartoon roles? Like, is he going out of his way because he wants to do these things? Or does he have connections? And someone's like, yeah, this is the guy. You need this guy. Like, what? I don't get it. I'm not like a Chris Pratt hater, right? He's a whatever as an actor. He was funny in Parks and Rec. And the tiny bits and pieces I saw of the Jurassic World movies were just like, yeah, it's whatever. And he's also, like, he's good as Star Killer. Star, whatever the fuck is the guy from the Marvel thing. He's fine as that, right? It's just baffling to me that, like, guy who seemingly can't put on a voice, despite the fact that he can, is doing all these roles where you would want him to put on a voice. Oh, fuck me. Star-Lord, that's it. Yeah, Star-Lord. Star-Killer is the Star Wars dude. Darth Vader's baby. Which, you know, I found out a very fun fact. The name Star Killer. Yeah, this is why I was getting it confused. The name Star Killer for that Force Unleashed character was actually originally what Luke's last name was supposed to be in the original movies. He was supposed to be Luke Starkiller, but they changed it to Skywalker because it sounded more like a hero. And Starkiller sounded less so like a hero name. Oh, wait, what? Wait. Can you make that jump like that? There's no way what I just said is true. I mean, there's an interview with Mark Hamill about it, so... How does Star Wars have any fans? This shit is so insanely stupid, because the first few movies were good, the next few movies had their moments, and they just coasted off of that for a very long time. It's because Chris Pratt's so popular, but like, okay, but that's the thing. Why is he popular is what I'm asking. Like, he's been okay in the things that he's been in. But there are other, like, just generic white dudes, I think, that are funnier and better actors and, like, I don't know, more handsome or whatever. I don't know what makes him popular. I don't know why he keeps appearing everywhere. Shit. Shit. Okay. Try to rush that. I can just take my time. You're back. Welcome back, Fing. So far, by the way, this... Oh, shit. So far, this level is my favorite of the levels we played today. The music is nice. I like the sort of, like, inverted colors. Do you know what, Maddie? I think you just... I think you just nailed it with that one. I think... So Maddie just said... Chris Pratt also has a really good agent who has portrayed him as a faith-based actor, and I think for a lot of the American public, I think that's a huge deal. We still like to believe ourselves as a Christian-based society, so when someone presents as Christian like that, people really care. Or at least act like they care. Okay, and that's where the shell jump is, at the very fucking end. And since Chris Pratt presents himself that way, right? I think that's... Yeah, I think you just nailed it on the head. I think you just made it make sense to me. Which, by the way, as someone, that grew up around a lot of people, that presented and acted like Chris Pratt, I think there's a little bit of a facade going on here. You had no idea he did that? I mean, he just... I think it's a cover, if I'm being quite honest. One of them people that's like, oh yes, I do believe in these things, and then doesn't show it in any way whatsoever, right? But that's maybe making a judgment call on a person that I don't know that well. He just presents in a way that just makes me feel like he is disingenuous. Shit! Ah, I missed my joke. You like Jurassic Park less now? Maybe a hot take here. Jurassic Park was never good, so... He goes to the largest evangelical church in the world. I mean, plenty of people go to that church. It doesn't... Maddie, you know this to be true. There are plenty of people that go to church and do the whole, like... The whole Christian, like... life thing, but then have absolutely abhorrent like beliefs on things that Jesus didn't teach. You know? This is a much too heavy topic for, like, a stream like this. But I'll just briefly mention that, like, a certain political party has co-opted the idea of Christianity in America, even though they don't really stand for any of the same beliefs that the New Testament in the Bible necessarily teaches. But that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to drop this topic from this point forward because I don't like talking religion on the internet. As someone that grew up Christian and has had this conversation with plenty of people and, like, whatnot, I just don't like talking religion on the internet. I think it's a horrible place to talk about this subject. How about them sports? There was a sports thing I saw recently that was, like, mind-blowing. What was it? Bob, have you ever had decaf coffee? Yes, I have had decaf. Unfortunately, the issue with decaf coffee is that decaf coffee takes some of the caffeine out, but coffee naturally has caffeine in it, so you can't actually get rid of all of it. Right, decaffeinated coffee is, I mean, it's called decaffeinated for a reason, it's because they're removing some of the caffeine. Damn, a little too early there. It is significantly less, though. It's something like, what, like, less than half of the amount of caffeine of a normal coffee? Damn it, you know what I should be doing? If I fail this attempt, I'm going to record a short for this, because I really like this level, so... And of course I'm gonna fucking... Okay, I didn't beat it that attempt. I am recording a short for this one. Oh, you know what, Maddie? This is a good question for you, not the question they just asked you, right? Because they're being weird. Maddie, I'm told that some people find delivery man uniforms attractive. Can you confirm or deny this? Is a delivery man uniform hot? I need a second opinion. Personally, I don't really understand it. They just wear khakis and tucked-in polos. But I'm not an expert. As I said before, I'm not attracted to men, so, like, I can't really make the right judgment call. UPS uniforms, yes. Really? What about it? It's just khakis and a t-shirt. Not a t-shirt, a polo. I don't get it. But, you know, I will, how do I say this? I'll admit that I'm not an expert on the subject, obviously. My understanding is limited. It's so form-fitting, but also just compliments everyone who wears it. Damn it. It's just so hard to jump on that shell. It's just moving so much faster than it seems. It's just going so quick. Okay, we need to finish this level, like, right now. We're at the half-an-hour mark. Okay. I'm going to focus up for a moment here because I want to finish this level because I really like this level, but I do not have enough time to go for that much longer. And there's still one more hack to try. Shit, I was caught on like the edge of that platform. That's such bullshit. Are you discussing the logistics of milkmen right now? I just read a comment, it's like, a milkman would make my life worse. I cannot consume enough milk to have a man delivered to your door. I mean, to be fair, like, when you look at milkmen in media, they were delivering, like, 8 bottles a week. That's gotta be close to 2 or 3 gallons. Dude, America... Every time I learn about something that is like a deep part of America's culture, I realize that it's mostly propped up on propaganda. Milk, as a product for human consumption, not that good for you. The reason it was promoted in post-World War II is because during World War II we had a lot of milk producers. Like America had a lot of dairy farmers during the war because a lot of that product was going out to the soldiers that were at war. But then when the war was over, the demand dropped drastically, but the US had already invested in milk, so they had to find ways to use the dairy product. And that's why cheese and milk was so heavily promoted, and that's why stuff like Got Milk exists. Right? Because the US government was like, well, we got all this surplus dairy. Most humans cannot drink milk. Most adult humans cannot drink milk. Right? Most adult humans, 50% of the population of the world is lactose intolerant. Now, the degree to which they're lactose intolerant obviously varies quite heavily. Right? Some people, it's more than an intolerance, it's like an allergy, right? Dairy allergy. Some people it's like, well, if I drink too much milk, I'll get gassy, right? What the fuck? They randomly gave Orcane a new side special? Oh, God bless. Is it good? What's it do? I'm glad they changed it because it's the worst part of his kit. That's some cool news. Maybe I'll play some Orcane later. Kinda looks like bouncing fish. Mmm. Mmm. Bouncing Fish is Sheik's coolest move in Smash Ultimate, so... Bouncing Fish is dope. Bouncing Fish is the only reason I ever got Sheik to Elite Smash. Because neutral air to Bouncing Fish was like a really good confirm. Damn it. Are we doing some doubles after stream? No, after stream I have to, like, eat and spend a little time with my grandma, right? She's currently here in my home. That's why I'm trying to wrap up quickly. and failing miserably. But maybe in a few hours. Like, if this goes too much longer, right? Like, if this hits like 40 minutes, we're gonna call it, and we'll come back to this level. Because I really do not have time to be wasting. Damn it. Why are you being excluded? I mean, you just didn't ask. Bing's the one who asked. See if someone is around who will want to play doubles with us. That way we can also just we don't have to queue. We can just have a lobby. For anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, obviously, I have had at least one new person in here today. We're referring to the game Rivals of Aether 2. And the character Orcane, which is a dog, a whale dog. It's a game I often play on stream and off stream. I realize sometimes we're a little hard to decipher from the outside as a group, because we've got a lot of in-jokes, a lot of stuff that we don't, like, give any context to.
Oh, brother!
Bing can give you the tier 1 sub to Maddie, Dogmatics, my dearest little brother. They have gifted 367 subs, so... They nerfed Fleet's forward air? Good. Fuck that move. Fuck that character. Less tall now? Oh, is that it? Is that all they did? Is they made it shorter? I mean, it did hit from, like, weird spot. 300 and what now? 367? Are you about to get banned? Are you about to get shot again, Lorelei? Playing a dangerous game there. There we go. There we freaking go. Took 9 minutes longer than I wanted it to, but there we go. Yeah, so far, of the 3 hacks that we have played, we're playing one more after this. That level was my favorite. Okay, but we have one more hack to play. This hack is called Shella Sick. A hella sick shell hack. So, let's load that bad boy up. And if you can't tell, it's clearly a hack with a lot of shells. Okay, the vibe of this is already amazing. So let's change the name of the hack here to Shella Sick. Is there a space? There is a space. Bye. What's this person's name? GP Soul. GP Soul. Okay, let's place this somewhere that's readable. Shell Attack by GP Soul is an expert hack. Its description is, I've always earnestly believed that shells are hell of sick. So I made a shell hack. What you can expect is shell jumps, shells on 1F0s, I have no clue what that means. Yellow shells, I hope you have a shelltacular time. Okay, let's reset this. And let's just get going. Gosh darn. Gosh darn thing ran out of shell jump juice again. Shoot. Oh no, is he stranded? Tutorial level, chill first level. Let's do the tutorial level in case there's anything I need to know. If you're crusty, you can use my house to practice shell jumps or two. Maybe we're not crusty. Let's just go right into it. Okay, I'm a little confused. I'm not going to lie. I'm a tad bit confused. Simply by like just what's going on. Oh, okay. I need to go back and grab the shell. Is that what I need to do? I need to get this guy off screen and then grab the shell. Maybe. Okay, maybe this is what I need to do. I need to take this fucking block with me, and then jump on that, go over that way. Okay. That's what I'm gonna do. To get this shell, I need to take the angel platform with me. It's very possible I don't want to take damage there, but no, I have to take damage if I'm gonna... Okay, but I need the second platform. Do you not just damage boost up the flying block? I mean, you can do that, but I assume it wants me to get the shell, because otherwise, what's the point of having the shell there? Alright, I can't duck in the middle of the air. I have to... Oh, don't push me off, you bastard. What the fuck was that about? Why'd the shell disappear on me? No, I keep falling off onto the platform. The load of bullshit is what it is. Why does that platform keep making my shell disappear? What the hell? Okay, let's just try damage boosting up. No, you need to feed the shell to this dude. Wait, but then will that angel platform respawn? Is that what happens? I'm more confused than I was before. We might spend the next half hour just trying to figure out what the hell to do. Nope, no, fucking hell. Remember how I was talking about like tight design earlier? Right? This is what I would call a little bit loose. Can I? I'm a dumbass. I'm a dumbass. I needed to use that. And I'm not using that as an insult, right? Loose. I just mean in the sense that, like, it's not apparent. Oh, I don't want to grab the mushroom. That's what I want to do. I want to save the mushroom for then. I'm a dumb. I'm a dumb. Yeah, but I'm not trying to say loose as like an insult. Okay, this all makes more sense if I look at it like that. I just mean it's not like designed down to. Okay, and then oh fuck me, bro. Yeah, I just mean in terms of like it's not like okay, you're just doing this specific thing and it's very clear to you. There's a little bit of like a puzzle element to this. Like, fuck me. From a short post Dan posted, it's called Bouncing Whale, and it's not inspired by anything in particular. Oh, the new arcane move. Bouncing Whale, not inspired by anything in particular. Don't know if I believe you there, Dan. Chat, not a third time, please. Please. I need to be able to see the screen, dude. Sir? Oh, you're yelling. You're complaining because you don't have dinner yet, right? We'll get dinner as soon as this level is over, okay? That's only 24 minutes from now. You can wait 24 minutes. You can wait 24 minutes, I promise. You had dinner late yesterday anyway, so it's not like this is unusual. It's a really chill song. No. Jet pushed my arm right that moment. Sir. Sir. Yes, please. Sit down. Sit down. Yes. Thank you. I like to be able to see my screen. I do. True. Not everyone needs to see their screen to play, but I do. But shit, no. I hate it here. I hate it here. I keep fucking up in really stupid ways. Oh, you can't spin jump on those bones? Really? I thought you could spin jump on those. Huh. Okay, but here's the trick. How do I... Okay. I guess like that. No, no! Why did that kick him? Why did that kick him? Why didn't he just eat that? Why did he get kicked? Okay, so I can just run over this guy? Okay, I don't need to worry about that. Okay, and then Yoshi's here simply so that we can abandon him. What in the fuck is happening right here? What is going on? Every time I run into a level like this now, I'm reminded of turkeys. If you know, you know. And it's just like... No, why does it do that? I'm reminded of the turkeys, and... I don't know if I'll ever get over the turkeys. I have since beaten that level, even on stream, right? But, like... turkeys just haunt me. Okay. So clearly I'm gonna have to come back here to get this shell. But I'm just a little bit confused. Do you want to know? I mean, the gist of it is there's a hack called Day at the Turkey Races, right? And the first level was the most confusing thing I have ever seen in a Mario hack. And it took me a very long time to beat it. Shit. Something like 4.5 hours, both on stream and off stream, before I could beat that level. But it was just incomprehensible for the first 40 minutes. Just 40 minutes of me being like, what the fuck is it even asking me to do? Oh, okay, I'm supposed to grab the shell. I thought I was bouncing on that dude, he'd drop a shell and I'd do a double jump here, like a shell jump into a shell grab. But nope. I'm supposed to use him to get back up. Okay. A little bit less confusing. I'm maybe starting to understand a little bit of like the language that's being spoken here. No, no! Like, this is using usual signage, right? Like coins for jumping, a left arrow to like, hey, you need to go back, etc. It's just like, it's presented in a way that is atypical, so it's... What? That... Oh, fuck me, bro. How did I land on that? How did I land on that? I shell jumped just so I could have a more controlled height of my jump. And I ended up on the very edge of the shell. Okay, so I'm just gonna go this way, jump, come back over this way, grab this, and then bounce on that idiot. Bounce on that idiot without knocking my shell into him. I'm not going to draw a conclusion before we get to the end of the time for this pack, but so far, this level is mildly frustrating. Mildly. Right? Oh, you can't spin jump on those. Can't spin jump on those. Got too much height there. Can I still make this in time? No. I mean, I could have, but no. Damn it. I keep just making really silly mistakes. Okay. Surely this time we're gonna make some progress. What? Fuck off. It didn't touch the block. It didn't touch the block. Oh, it didn't touch the block. Fuck you. Man, apparently everyone's just tired today, huh? Just that kind of day? Everyone in chat's just ready to sleep? Or waking up from sleep? Shit. No, why did I grab you? You fucking piece of donkey. You piece of donkey. Okay, here we go. Ah. The way this is all set up is so frustrating. It's like all weird manual timings. I don't like it. It's making my brain feel like goop. Shit, he moved up. I wasn't expecting him to move up. I mean, I know he moves up. Like, I expected him to move up, just not that quickly, because I don't know his pattern that well. The timing for Koopas that are climbing like that. It's really not something you see very often. Give the Yoshi the food, please, and thank you. What? Ah! He went invincible. So, to explain what's happening with that Koopa there, right? In base Mario World, there are Koopas that can grab onto nets that exist as like a background element to the level, right? But in the like you can make it so that there is a Koopa that is grabbing onto nothing, essentially, like that, right? And when they're facing the opposite direction, right, like he was right there, or right when he is facing belly towards you, right, he is technically on a different layer than you are. So you can't interact with him. Well, actually, I don't know if that's technically how he is, but he's functionally on a separate layer than you are. So you can't interact with him. Because that's how you would climb past them if you were both on a net. The nets have two sides to them and spots where you can swap sides, but the Koopas, they just swap. They swap whenever they please. They're on a pattern, right? No, fuck me. Yeah, I did. We're not beating this level. Not in a half hour. No, shit. No, no. Okay, cool. Cool. Beat the red shell there, Yoshi, and then we go. No, you telling me I didn't land on the platform? You're telling me I didn't land on it? That's progress. We made a little bit of progress. Not all hope is lost. At this point, my decision about like, what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? What? I'm just trying to do the same thing twice in a row. At this point, my decision on like which hack or hacks we're gonna be playing next has been pretty much made. I was just hoping, you know, maybe there'd be another cool shell hack we can do. And there are plenty of shell hacks we can do. It's just, I was hoping maybe this one would be one that is like compelling to me, but the way this is all laid out, it's not that compelling to me. And it's not even like it's a poorly put together level. It's just not the style of level I like to play. And the music choice is good. I try my best when I am talking about hacks like this to remember that like a human being made this and not to be like really hard on them because they're doing it in their free time and it's just something that people do for fun, right? But sometimes there's just things you don't like, and I think this is just one of them for me. Okay, wait. Oh, fuck me. He needed the shell, right? If he got the shell, he was gonna grow up, but I didn't know if I could kick it from that spot and he would get it, or if I needed to like run forward and drop it. I dragged Yoshi to hell, that's true. Listen, you're not a Mario player if you don't kill Yoshi on purpose all the time. This shit right here, we just drop him into a pit, or her. I think Yoshi says you drop her into a pit. Yeah, that's like a requirement for being a Mario player. But it's fine. Yoshi's tough. Got the fucking... You respect women too much to be a Mario player? Hey now. Okay, listen, we're gonna have to start having these... start having those... those early 2010s, feminism in video gaming conversations again, and some people are gonna... I don't suspect anybody in our group is gonna be upset by it, but... some people are gonna start having a fit. Apparently, so, something I heard... I never verified the truth of it because I don't really care about the game itself or this person or any of the drama surrounding it, right? But I heard recently that a certain feminist video game person, I don't really know how, like journalist, right, was involved in the development of a popular video game recently, and that when some people, i.e. chuds, dickheads, misogynists, found out that this person was involved in said video game, they started review bombing it and hating on both the video game and this woman. And since I don't care about the game itself, or don't care about, like, who this woman is or what she's made in the past, I was able to look at it. I thought I had like plenty of time there. I was able to look at it and be like, wow, these people are just... What game? I want to say it was that card game everyone's playing. Yeah, I'm only remembering, I think, the shorthand for it, STS2, Slay the Spire 2, right? I think that's the video game. Yeah, Slay the Spire 2. And man, that game just kind of can't catch a break, huh? People are going to be very reactionary about a lot of different things in that game and start review bombing it for like a number of different reasons. This is the second time it has been review bombed. Shit. Ooms is the woman they hate? Anita Sarkeesian. Famed woman known for such takes as I don't like how sexist some video games are. But it could have been any woman. It could have been any woman that at any point, like, was openly vocal about how sexist some video games are, which, by the way, some video games are sexist. It's true. But anybody who remembers a certain hashtag GG back on the internet in the 2010s, I believe that was like 2013, 2014, right? Will know the name Anita Sarkeesian, and will know that a lot of people got very upset about the video essays that she made. Which, by the way, her video essays were just kind of boring. Not Gamergate? Yeah, see, you picked up what I was hinting at here. Her videos were like, they were nothing. I watched a few of them, and as a teenager, I guess I was kind of on the side of like, oh no, she's talking about Mario in a way that is unfair. Mario's not sexist, right? But, like, as an adult, I realized that that's really not what she wasn't being like, yes, if you play Mario, you're a sexist. That's really not what she was saying. She was using Mario as like an example of a greater trend, I guess. But her videos were kind of just, like, looking back at them, just inoffensive. Gamergate was some wild days, because it was such a weird movement. And I think a lot of young boys that liked video games got conned into believing that Gamergate was... Okay, what the fuck? Oh, wait, no, oh, I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm dumb. Yoshi eat the mushroom, he instantly grow up. And then I go, okay. But yeah. A lot of young men were sort of like... I don't want to say tricked, but fooled into believing that Gamergate was a movement about, like, transparency what's the word I'm looking up for? Transparency in... What the fuck is what's the word I'm looking for? When someone writes a thing about another thing, it's like a news reporting idea, like what's... Why is my brain so... mush? Journalism, yes, journalism, that's the word I was looking for. Transparency in journalism, right? But it might have started like that. I'm not gonna say it did or didn't start like that. It might have started about that, but it very quickly became about just sexism and just being sexist. No. There we go. Okay, cool. Anyway, I don't really want this to be the note that the stream ends on, talking about a hate campaign, because that's what it was. It turned into like, again, it might have started with something else, but it was a hate campaign that happened a decade ago. Over a decade ago at this point. 12 years. Holy shit. I'm so fucking old. I'm gonna give this a couple of solid attempts, and then I'm just gonna go. That'll be the end of the stream. Well, actually, I'll decide which of the 4 hacks we're gonna move forward with, and then that will be the end of the stream. No! To this day, it's the only reason you know of Total Biscuit. Has colored him in your mind not favorably. See, this is why it's so difficult to talk about, like, that era. And fucking, why did I grab that? It's so difficult to talk about that era of anything that was happening on the internet because it's all painted in a bad color. From what I can tell, Total Biscuit was a pretty decent guy, but everybody has their problems, right? And if you met him through some involvement he had in that, again, I don't know exactly what his take or anything was during that time, then yeah, I can see how you would look back and be like, yeah, I don't like that guy. Total Biscuit was great for all you know. Yeah, it was same here, but like, I was also a teenager when he was making content, so like, fucking, why did that one break? Fuck you, game. Fuck you. Anyway, this is all to say, if Anita Sarkeesian being involved in a video game like Slay the Spire 2 is a reason for you in particular to be like, no, fuck that game, then grow up, grow a thicker skin, quit being such a bitch about it. At worst, she made some video essays that you didn't like, so like, just chill. Why the fuck does that keep happening? Once you understand he was duped a bit and then looked further into Gamergate and renounced his support. Yeah, that sounds right. Gamergate was a mess. Okay? Like, the reason I was hinting at it and not bringing it up directly until someone else said it was just because, like, it was a mess. There was so much shit happening during that time. Every single day, some new, like, new harassment campaign or a new article or etc. etc. There was just so much nonsense happening. There is a very, very messy subject, and it involved such a large portion of the internet for such a long time that you can't cleanly talk about it. This is why you enjoy being uninformed. What's going on? What's going on is the stream's about to end because I have to go eat dinner. But no, fuck me. Why do I keep doing this? Stream is about to end, and we were talking about some old but cursed subjects in the gaming community, specifically the gaming community on the internet. Why do you feel like Zeal would know Gamergate? Well, because he would. Actually, you know what? That's just a sort of subject that Zeal would have zero clue about because Zeal lives under a rock. Beginning of this level's kind of a pain. Yeah, this level is a bit annoying. Ah, fuck it. Okay. GP Soul, I'm sure you're a fine creator. And I'm positive some people like this level. I do not. I gave it 6 more minutes than I said I was going to. I'm done. We're gonna swap very quickly to the sort of overview. Get rid of this. The overview of the hacks that we were playing. What the fuck is that? There's screen display. These are the 4 hacks we played today. Shellisek, a Hellisek shell hack by GP Soul when we were just playing. We're not going with that one. Songs to Die For by Yuki Hidden, which I was quite enjoying. Tilia by Nedoodle, which I was also quite enjoying. And then Echostopia, which, you know, it was nice too. Of these 4, I think we're playing Songs to Die For, and then if that one is completed fairly quickly, which it seems like it will be, didn't seem that difficult, quite honestly, even though it is expert level, we'll then also move on to Tilia. That's the plans for Monday from now on. I'm going to go now. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. This feels like a rather abrupt ending, but, well, it is what it is. I'll see y'all later.